What if I told you Spider-Man 4 has to happen? What if I told you that Marvel has not contracted any more Spider-Man movies and Kevin Feige reportedly has no plans for another standalone, but it still has to happen? Welcome everybody to the Chaos Multiverse. Jimmy or Chaos. Today we are going to discuss why Spider-Man 4 has to happen, and it all goes back to No Way Home. Thank you for all the love on the channel, guys. I truly appreciate it. We are growing a community here every day, and I see you guys checking out the playlist, checking out the top 10s, checking out the updates. It's awesome. I'm truly refreshed when it comes to content, and for that reason, I'm giving away a PlayStation 5 every single month to a Chaos Multiverse member. Just simply be subscribed, turn on those notifications, that means ringing that bell, and like any video you want, and leave a comment with your favorite Marvel character and your Twitter handle. That way I can get a hold of you if you win. Now, Spider-Man No Way Home is approaching. Well, we hope it's approaching. We don't have the trailer as the making this video, and we don't know if it's going to be delayed, but there's lots of theories on what is actually going to happen in this movie. There's the multiverse, there's the previous Spidey appearances, we know, we all know, but the main thing that's concerning about No Way Home is the fact that it is supposedly supposed to be the last MCU Spider-Man movie. According to Tom Holland and Zendeya, Marvel didn't contract them for any more Spider-Man movies, and Kevin Feige, like I said, hasn't reported any other plans for standalones. But today, I'm going to tell you why it's going to happen and why we definitely need at least another Spidey movie, probably more than that. There is no way a movie this big, with this big of a cash draw, is going to be done. It's just not. And there's no way it effectively wraps up everything in 2 or 2.5 hours. So drop a like and let's get into this. And the first thing to go over, well, is everything about No Way Home. Let's start off with the things that are 100% confirmed. There's a handful of leaked toys and figures out there, and we know Spider-Man is getting a new black suit, and it's going to have some type of Doctor Strange-esque power to it, help him navigate the multiverse. You guys have heard the rumors. I've done plenty of videos on plot leaks and storylines and post-credit scenes, all that good stuff. So I guess a little spoiler alert for you right now. Now, a while back, there were rumors about Spider-Man going to space, but that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Then, we have the extremely credible rumors that Tobey, Maguire, and Andrew Garfield will be coming to at least make cameos. I don't even think it's cameos. I think they are full-on, fledged-out roles, and there's even rumors about one of those guys appearing in Doctor Strange 2. But that's not what this video is about. If you want evidence on all that, we reported on it over at multiversedirect.com. The link is in the description, talking about Tobey Maguire's voice dubbers from Sam Raimi's trilogy, all that good stuff. You guys have heard all that, right? I'm sure you have. And if that doesn't confirm Tobey is back, I don't know. The jury's still out on Andrew Garfield, but let's be real. It's happening. It's coming. They're both going to be in it, and they're going to play an integral role. And if all those rumors end up true, the worst kept secret on the internet is we'll have 3 Spider-Man movie universes all merged together, and that's the beginning. So why do I think there needs to be a Spider-Man 4? Well, for starters, I don't think all of this is going to be covered in one movie. There's no way. There is way too much stuff for one movie to go over, and you have to remember, the MCU makes movies for general audiences. Now, you and I may be able to follow along with the multiverses and stuff like that, the more intricate details, but in the grand scheme of things, they are going to need to take things slow and not force this stuff on audiences who know nothing about them. Look at Loki. It took 6 episodes to basically explain the multiverse. That's how you lose people too quickly. There are avid fans, and then there are general fans that just want to go get popcorn, a Coke, and enjoy a Spider-Man movie. They're not looking for all the details and the Easter eggs and the backstories or the lore, the canon, nothing like that. So it's totally possible. Marvel goes full speed ahead with the multiverse in this movie, but I doubt they're going to. Chances are slim. Spider-Man is one of the most popular superheroes in the world, and every time a Spidey movie comes out, Marvel has to assume people are going in with no knowledge of the MCU. Like I said, I know that's not true for people like you and me, but it is for a large part of the fans. With that being said, it is possible Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield have cameos in the new movie. I call them cameos. They're not going to be cameos. But anyway, fans would be pretty disappointed if they were only on screen for a second or two. We want to see a full-on Spider-Verse in the MCU, and that's probably what we're going to get. But it also gave me a thought. You guys remember Into the Spider-Verse? Movie was great, made sense, easy to follow, and it was built upon a completely new universe. So if Marvel follows in Sony's steps there, they could structure the movie in a way that general audiences and Spidey super fans will get a kick out of. Now, let's bounce back to Spider-Man 4. I think the implications of Spider-Man 3 are going to be too great to leave there. If the rumors are true, Spider-Man 3 is going to introduce the multiverse on a grand scale, and it's going to merge the MCU with Sony's previous Spidey films. Heck, it may even find a way to tie in with the current Sony Spideyverse where Venom and Carnage are. It could all happen. I mean, I don't know. I don't think Marvel is going to release this movie and then leave it out to dry. People are not going to be satisfied if Spider-Man 3 comes out, Peter Parker rips open the multiverse, a whole bunch of franchises, and brings them all together, and then we just never hear from Tom Holland's Peter again. It's not going to happen, guys. There is no way. Marvel thinks that is a satisfying ending to his story, and I'm telling you right now, there's no way they don't keep teaming up with Sony in some form or fashion to continue milking this cash cow. These are billion-dollar movies, okay? And Peter's young in this MCU. He's barely finished high school right now. Why would his story end? I mean, really, it's one of the most interesting arcs in the Spider-Man comics. And when Spider-Man grows up, it gets super interesting. He starts out in high school, then he enters the adult world with all these superhuman responsibilities, and it makes everything much, much messier. Do you guys remember Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2? Come on, that's part of what made that movie so great. So let's continue here. Another possibility is that Tom Holland's going to pass the torch to another Spider-Man actor from another universe in Spider-Man 3, which that may be a little anticlimactic for him, but at least it would open up the door for more Spidey movies in the future. It would also explain why Tom Holland and Zendeya are reportedly in the dark about the future of the franchise. I mean, we all know Marvel is going to keep making Spider-Man movies, but if Tom Holland isn't involved, I think it'd be safe to assume they're going to replace him with another character in the multiverse, right? Personally, I hope I'm wrong. I think he makes an excellent Spider-Man, but you never know. And we haven't even talked about Miles Morales, okay? I mean, this title does imply that something is going to be lost forever. Why would they call the movie No Way Home and introduce the multiverse if the stakes weren't insanely high? So will Peter Parker get lost in the multiverse and another Spidey take over? Will Peter Parker get sent on a trip through the multiverse and meet the other Spideys before returning home a changed man? No, probably not. Not with the plot leaks we've gotten. But what I'm getting at is no matter what happens in Spider-Man 3, there's going to be loose ends that another movie is going to have to tie up. That doesn't even talk about the Sinister Six. I mean, there's so much. There's no way they wrap this up with a bow and it's done. And I hear this movie is truly ambitious. So once again, there's no way. Now, I'm excited for No Way Home. With all the leaks and rumors floating around about the suit, the plot, the actors, the Spideyverse, everything, the cameos, and how it's going to tie into Doctor Strange 2, I'm eager to see how it all turns out and how heavily it actually impacts the future of the MCU. I am worried about it being too big for its own good. But as a fan of these movies in this franchise, I'm excited about the prospects of the movie. Hopefully, it can live up to the fan hype. But I'm here to tell you, there is no way we don't get a Spider-Man 4. There's honestly no way we don't get a Spider-Man 5. Let's be real. You guys let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. Be sure to check out the other videos on the screen and the playlist on the channel, and I'll see you soon.